Here he comes. Well, hope you can find some damage, friend. Nope, 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 nope. That dog's not gonna hunt. Splat. And that will do it for me nicely. Special delivery! Which way will you choose? Win or lose? Whoa! Hello, hello, welcome back to another BinnyBongBaron game of Age of Empires 2. In the grey corner we have me, BinnyBongBaron, and I am playing the Malians. Many of you might know that Malians are my favourite civ, anyone that's watched me play at all. So yeah, I thought, you know what, let's chuck it on here. And it's, you know, Land Madness is not really a map that I get all excited about, but you know what? The thing about these Gbeto, right, that you churn out is they don't cost a lot. They don't cost a lot. So if you can just take advantage of all the food out here, we're not going to be looking at farms. We're not interested in farms. We're going to be stopping at 21, 22 vils, and then we're going to be churning out infinite Gbeto. Down in the red corner, we have bwhauf? Bwhauf? I don't know. And he's playing Mongols. So yeah, I guess he's looking to take it, you know, advantage of all that hunt on the map, which makes sense. You know, I can see that being a logical thing. But yeah, we'll see how he's going to go with that. For me, you're going to see kind of a RedPhosphoru style strat. Although, to be perfectly frank, this is actually a strategy that Pooplord came up with quite a while ago. So, you know, is it fair to call it RedPhos? I think so, to be fair, because you know I've learned quite a few little bits from him. Anyway, let's move on a little bit. There's not really a lot to see in Dark Ages there. In the meantime, I just want to say thanks to you guys that have watched the last couple of videos. Much appreciated. I'm enjoying it. You know what? I'm actually enjoying doing this. I'm hoping I can kind of incrementally make them better. I've got a video editor. We're rocking with Capture Age now. I'm going to learn some video editing because, you know, there's some funny memes there. I do some funny strats sometimes, and you know what? Why not send them to YouTube? I'm only around 1200, sort of like nearly 1300 elo, but you know what? Who cares, man? Like, there's fun to be had at every elo. So here we go. That's what I'm doing anyway. That's what I'm doing anyway. Really though, what I ought to have done, I think, would probably be to kind of like, you know, hang away from these a little bit, the geese, and kind of like focus on these berries, because you know, the thing with these all-in strats is you want to get those far away res ASAP. You know, if he comes riding in, and you know, at least we've got our geese, you know. But you know, I'm still doing okay. Still doing okay. We're up to Feudal. I'm not really too keen on getting any eco upgrades. You're not going to see those from me. Very rarely will you see those from me. Yeah. And it looks like obviously we got scouts here from the Mongol player, which makes sense. You know, you're making you're taking advantage of all that hunt. Although he's going pretty heavy on farms, so yeah, I guess we're going to be seeing some scout play. I say I guess, like I've played the game, I know what we're going to have, but I don't know. I'm finding my words. So yeah, you know, Reds, he's doing what you should do. He's making units and he's making villas and he's keeping the production up, and it's a good production. He's managing it fine. His woodline looks like it's going to be pretty cozy down here, and yeah, you know, between the berries and the farms, he is able to keep producing. Granted, I mean, you know, he might have made better use with his scouts if he had found me first. But there you are. That's what you get. I can't complain. I'm so bad at scouting. It's unreal. I'm better these days. Although, admittedly, I think, yeah, I did miss one little thing here. I did lose my scouts to this. I just sent it all the way around, straight into the TC. Majestic. Absolutely brilliant. Anyway, we're not going to see a whole lot from these scouts just yet. You know, they're a bit late. We're trying to grab these berries. You know, we're on the stone. We're not fussed about gold because we'll just sell what we have. And yeah, you know, there's just not the damage to be found with the scouts. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be considered. He's going to get a little kill there. I don't know if that's considered good enough value for all that. Considering how few vills I've got though. It does make a difference, because I'm not going to be making lots of vills. And when you're attacked like this, honestly, I think the best thing to do is keep the vills on something. You know, if I've learned a thing or two from RedPhos is just keep them on something. You know, even if you've got to chuck them on wood and buy your res for a bit. Anyway, we're anticipating he's going to be circling around here. Admittedly, this is a bit of a ballsy move, moving all the way down here, but we have a sizable number of vills, you know, and I think yeah, it's a bit of a gamble, but it is what it is. Anyway, initially I'm thinking about mining camping over here, but actually, you know what, I think a castle here is going to be just great, because we've got this hunts, we've got gold there, got a little bit more hunt, we've got some berries, and I'm taking my good sweet time about it, and there we go. And unfortunately the 5 scouts, they haven't really found enough damage, but again, Red is just slamming it. He's got all the vills churning out, his eco's going mad, he's like, you know what, this hasn't done a lot, but doesn't matter. Still rocking and rolling, and his score is going to be amazing. Much will be scouting, admittedly, but he's going to be feeling pretty confident right now, and he's gonna jump on that, which I wouldn't have, you know, but that's fine. Yeah, because really 21 vills is all we're really going to need. So we're going to clump those up there beautifully as we do, and yeah, you know, just a couple on wood there, just in case we need to sort of chuck down a couple of buildings. It's always worth keeping a couple there, I think. And this is going to be it, basically. We're just going to be on the gold. And here come the Gbeto. You will see me get some military upgrades, but those will be kind of selective, dependent on the situation. And again, Red is just kind of doing what you think. Although I'm surprised he's not sort of taking advantage of that hunt thing a little bit more, you know? Send some vills out, get some hunts, but yeah, here come the Gbeto, and I love Gbeto, man. They have to be my favorite unit. These badass ladies here, look at them, little axes and things. Look at them, look, big massive axes. How can that not be cool as hell? Look at that. Bonk. That's satisfying. And yeah, you know, we're up here on the stone, and I think it's worth sometimes leaving them around on stone for a little bit. You know, you can sell that pretty easily. You're going to make a decent bit of gold back, and sometimes it's more of a hassle to move them back to the gold, especially if you've got scouts circling around. It's not worth the risk. I've done it before, it ain't worth it. It's no good. Anyway, we're going to find as much damage as we can. I'm not saying it's going to be done well, because I haven't scouted either. I lost my scout to his CC, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see. And even one Gbeto over here, it just takes him straight off, man. I wish I'd stopped here a little, but, you know, such is life. That could have been an extra couple of kills there. Yeah, that could probably been an extra couple of kills, but it's all good. It's all good. We've taken him off the wood over there, and now it's just frantic mode. And this is why I love Gbeto. These units are not going to kill TCs. They're not going to finish games by themselves most of the time. But you know what? Dude, look at them. You just scatter these people about, and they are just absolutely causing havoc. Absolute havoc. There's just... I mean, they are weak though. Look at this. You will lose them to TC fire. That's the thing. You got to keep them on stand ground. Normally what I should be doing is scattering them around a bit more. We'll see a bit more of that soon. And, you know, the tower's going to go up. It's not the best placed tower. Well, it's going to try and go up. And, yeah. We're just chilling still. We're just chilling, you know, and we've got a bit of stone. We can sell that when we want it, buy our food as much as we need it. But we're still just making Gbeto. We can still afford to make him. We've got the 2 Feudal Age upgrades, and a lot of time, that's all you need, I think. You know, when you come up against things like knights and maybe crossbows, you do need to kind of be thinking about getting something a bit better. But as it stands at the moment, we're chilling. Now, I wish I had known about this little lumber camp down in the bottom. Admittedly, that could have been pretty brilliant, but everything's here. Everything is right here, and yeah, I mean, despite going in aggressive early, I think it was just almost too greedy in some sense. I don't know, but yeah, we found this lot down here now, and yeah, didn't find out about this little group for a while, so that's a bit of a bummer, but Yeah, anyway, I'm going to zoom through this, because I'll be honest, I was a bit indecisive here. Maybe I should have... I think I was just focused on keeping his vills in there, you know? Oh no, hold on. Let's stop that though. Because that is going to be a little bit of a thing. But they go down so fast. They go so fast, because it's all melee damage, man. It's all melee damage. And they just wreck. They just absolutely shrek. And we have 14 vills hiding in there. There's nothing that can be done at all. I'm not sure what you're up to, but, you know... And he might be thinking, well, where the f are you? It's all on here, man. Yeah, and at this point, we're even going to bounce with these two, because they're going to break through eventually. Let's just bounce with it. You know, we can take that fairly safely. And, you know, it never hurts to keep a Gbeto or two around. I don't think I did that here, but... You know... And at this point, it's building killing time. It is. To be honest, we're going to scoot a little bit forward here, because you get the gist. You get the gist. Really what you want, there we go, and that is what you want. You want to park them up nice and close around that TC. They will wreck the vills as they pop out. They will shrek those farms as well, and they'll just get rid of any other buildings in the way. And they'll get rid of, the buildings will get rid of them as well. But, yeah, I mean, it was around this point I'm thinking, okay, fine, we're probably going to need some siege, you know. And again, we're still on 21 vills here. We have no need for any others. You know, we even got a little backup force back here in case our food, you know, people get all attacked and stuff. But yeah. Realistically though, you know, what I should have done was probably think about getting some siege early. Admittedly, I'd had a couple of drinks. I was not really paying that much attention to it all, you know. Man, look at them go. If you just surround it, there's nothing. They did get away there. But it's fine. Here comes the siege. Sort of. I'm going to zoom it forwards a bit here because it does get a bit dull. Well, you know, we find them down here actually. We do find them down here. And we'll find out fairly quickly. I wish I was a bit faster with this. I wish I'd selected to attack the vills, but you know what? We've got a couple of good doinks on that. We got a couple of little doinky doinks, and then the building goes down. And we're going to learn quite quickly that it's fairly silly to just go with one ram, you know. But I haven't exactly got a crap load of economy here, you know. And this was some funny timing. This was some funny timing, but we got away. We got it. You know. We got away, and we're backing out, and it's like, okay. So be it. So be it. Anyway, we got some more backup coming down. And the ram escapes. I'm just gonna sort of zoom it along here because you get the gist, right? You get the gist. We can close this up now.
Yes.
Collect ourselves a good few rams, and then off we go. And at least my guy's got a good sense of humour, you know? Seems even. Totes agree. And yeah, here comes the old TC death time. And yeah, that's pretty much all she wrote, you know. Granted, you know, there's a whole bunch of things that could have been better in this game. Maybe kind of keep on those rams a bit better. But it's important to point out, you know, you really don't have the eco for crap tons of rams. But yeah, and at this point, the man's a gentleman. I'm like, look, I don't get a lot of free time. Do you mind just we bounce here? And he was okay with it. He has a little bit hiding over here. But that's pretty much GG. And he wasn't exactly very happy about the Strat. But there we are. Anyway, thanks again for watching another game. I hope this one entertained somewhat, and yeah, I'll be sure to churn out some more content soon. Any criticism, any advice, it's all welcome. And yeah, I'm just grateful for your views. So yeah, anyway, you go ahead and have yourself a nice weekend and a nice day, and I'll catch you in the next one.